Good evening, this is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. It's Wednesday night, and of course Wednesday night is our typical lighting chat night. Well, this week we're kind of in a lull. And what I mean by that is last week we had a really cool episode where we went through the ADJ booth at Infocom 2014. Kind of went through and looked at a lot of the cool new lights. This week we're going to be kind of taking that week off, and I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. And then next week we're actually going to be talking to Nick Harris from Chauvet. And we're going to be talking about some of the brand new lights that just literally came out today. If you checked out discjockeynews.com, our page, go to the press release area, and you're going to see a new light from Chauvet, and there's going to be a ton more information. We're going to be going through and looking at the features of it and giving you more information about that, because this is an update to the Freedom series of lights, which is a hugely popular light, and it's updated and it's got some really cool features. And yeah, next week Nick and I will be talking about that. So what I wanted to do this week, we've got a couple of things. We're going to talk about some of the new things that are coming in with the Disc Jockey News. We got two of those, and then I've got two shows I want to talk about. I've done a couple of smaller shows in the last few weeks, and I wanted to kind of share doing non-wedding shows that just kind of came up at the last minute. So those will be my topics for tonight. So first off, want to cover some of the new stuff that's coming in with the Disc Jockey News. Many of you have heard about the Disc Jockey News virtual training. The Disc Jockey News virtual training is a subscription area where we'll have content available. You'll be able to choose two tracks, whether it's a track 1 or track 2, level 1, level 2, whatever you want to look at it as. Level 1 will be the release of videos at a certain rate per month. Level 2 will be a higher rate per month. These videos are produced by some of the best minds in the DJ business. We have a team put together that has the guys who speak at conferences and different things. And what's going to happen is once you subscribe, you will be getting depending upon which one, you'll be getting, every so many days or, every whatever, you'll be getting a new video that you will have access to. As long as your subscription's up and running, you will forever have access to these videos. So when you start, if you're on the level 1, you're going to get about 7 videos, 6, 7, somewhere in there, videos a month. Generally, you're going to get one a week, and then you'll get a couple of bonus ones. So you get about a 10 to 15 minute video of great content. And again, you can access this at any time. You can use your phone, you can look at it with your tablet or on your computer. And again, you'll have your username and password, it's yours. If you are on level 2, you're going to get about 3 times the content, really. It's just short of 3 times the content. Plus, you're going to get some additional things. You're going to get a subscription to the Disc Jockey News print edition. You're also going to, if you pay a year in advance, you're going to be doing some things with Conclave. You'll get some passes, whatever. So there's going to be some really cool benefits with the level 2. But that's going to be giving you content every couple of days. You're going to get a new video. And again, these are about 10 to 15 minutes. Not long, but this is the type of thing you would be paying hundreds or thousands of dollars to go to a convention and see. The best way to describe it is the level 1 is like going to an evening meetup with some DJ friends, and that every month you're getting an evening meetup's worth of content. Level 2 is like getting the content from a DJ convention to your computer every month. So you are month after month after month getting 10 to 15 to 20 videos coming through, depending upon which month it is. You're going to get a lot of content. It's good stuff. You take notes, and you'll be able to always refer back to them. So it's really kind of cool. So that's the Disc Jockey News virtual training. And you've seen the links on our website. You can go, and we'll actually put that link in the description below, where you can click on that and go, and you can actually sign up. It starts August 1st. You can go sign up, and you'll be one of the first ones to be able to sign up for this new virtual training. So that's one thing. We'll set that over here for a little bit. In July, on July 21st, we are going to be launching something that's going to be completely new to the disc jockey industry. This will be the Disc Jockey News Virtual Expo. This will be the first DJ Expo online, 100% DJ convention online. You're going to be able to go to this website, which is DJNVirtualExpo.com. You'll be able to go there, and you can go there right now. But truthfully, we've got a front up, so you can't see all the good stuff that's going on in the background of the website. But you'll be able to see our schedule and different things with it. DJNVirtualExpo.com. But what this is, we're taking the same crew that we're going to be doing for the virtual training, and we're adding some additional content providers, and they are going to be doing a video convention for you. It'll be right on your computer. It starts July 21st. That's a Monday night. It'll start, the actual exhibit hall area will open at 7. The show will start at 8 o'clock. Well, what do I mean by exhibit hall? All the sponsors who are going to be part of this are going to have little demo video virtual booths, really is the best way to describe it. They'll have little videos there talking about the type of things they would have at a typical DJ convention. So if you're a lighting company, they'll probably spotlight some of the new lights that they would be offering for sale at the show. You'll be able to click there, look at the new lights, and then you'll be able to click again to maybe take advantage of some special offer that they're going to be offering to the attendees of this virtual expo. So it's going to be just like a DJ convention, but it's going to be from your computer. You're not going to have to travel. You're not going to have to get a hotel room. It's going to happen right there at the computer. Again, exhibit area is the website will open at 7 o'clock, Monday, July 21st. So you'll go there and boom, you'll be able to see everything. Check out the exhibits, go around there. At 8 o'clock, the show goes live. And you will be seeing content basically every 20 minutes. There'll be another seminar going on. We'll have MCs kind of talking about things, telling you about some of the special offers that the sponsors are offering, what some of the upcoming things are, because we're going to be talking about this will be in July. So we'll be talking about some of the new stuff that's going to be at DJ Expo in August, new things that are going to be happening in September at the Las Vegas DJ show. We're going to be talking about that, and then the great content. Starts at 8. You're going to have about 3 hours of content Monday night. Then everything's going to go quiet for the night. Tuesday, we start again at 8 o'clock, Tuesday night. This is Central Time, by the way, because we're based in the Central Time Zone. Tuesday night, we started again. This will be our second session, so we're going to have more content. Deliver your computer, great stuff, starting at 8 o'clock Central Time. We can go through, and you'll have a great time with that. So you'll have basically about 6 hours of content right there in front of you. If you happen to miss Monday or Tuesday, what we're going to be doing is Monday night will then be repeated on Wednesday night. And then Tuesday night will be repeated on Thursday night. So you'll be able to catch the sessions. Maybe there was something on Monday night that you didn't catch, and you're like, hey, you know what? I would like to see that again. Catch it again on Wednesday night because it'll be repeated. Once this week is done, you will not see the virtual expo. You will not see any of these videos put together like that again. They are going to be only shown those 4 nights, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. After that, they're gone. So you want to get there. You want to be able to check it out. You'll be able to see the schedule. If you pop out right now, we've just got placeholders in at DJN Virtual Expo.com. But check that out. You'll be able to see the schedule, make some plans to be there, whether it's Monday and Thursday or, Tuesday, Wednesday, or, however you do it. But make sure you can catch the content because there's going to be some great stuff there. Anyway, links will be in the description below. Check those out. By the way, if you like our videos and you like what we're doing, share them on Facebook. Click like on the videos here, there, wherever you see it. Just help us to reach more DJs. So we've got some great content out there, and we want to try to help the industry grow. Hence why the Virtual Expo is coming about, because we can reach more DJs in a Virtual Expo than I can with the Disc Jockey News Conclave that I do in November. And the idea is everything we do is to help those of you out there doing it every weekend. We want you to be able to make more money. We want you to be more profitable and give you more time to spend with those you love. So that's kind of our little mission statement. I just kind of gave it to you in a paraphrased method. But that's what we're about here. We've got a lot of people who are really passionate about helping you. That's why we're here. Anyway, so share, like, we really appreciate that. So the last part tonight I want to talk about is a couple of shows that I've done recently. Many of you know that I'm a wedding DJ. I do a lot of weddings in the course of the summer. Well, I've taken a couple of weeks off because we're going to do some camping and things, and unfortunately plans fell through. So we ended up at home for the weekend. And I had a couple of last minute calls, and I wanted to share with you the types of shows I did and what I did with those recently, and what I used and how we were able to turn a night, in essence, at home watching a movie into, truthfully, I charged more for those, either of those shows. I charged more than probably 10 DJs who were doing weddings within 20 miles of me. So the first show was a group that was looking for some entertainment, and what I did is I decided to use a new thing that's out there from DigiGames. It's called Extreme Bingo. Now, if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you need to go to DigiGames, DIGIGames.com. Goodness, there was a brain fart coming out for you. DigiGames Extreme Bingo. Check that out. What I did with it is you can go and it's literally a bingo software. and I wanted to do something based on music because I'm kind of like that name that tune thing. I wanted to go into that. So what I did is I had taken a bunch of 80s songs. I had I think about 110 in a folder, and I put those into the game. Basically what I did is you can import those into the game, and it will go and take the it'll take the song title and the artist the way I had them all labeled. So it took the song title and the artist, and it made those into, if you ever, bingo, instead of the B, B7, whatever, it literally made the little tiles with the name of the song title on that, or I could have had the artist, whatever I wanted to do. Actually, in this case, I did song title on that. So it then takes all that information, those 100, and then you tell it how many bingo cards you want to make. So I think I made like 50 cards for this group, and I didn't mean to make that many. I could have gotten away with about 20. But I made 50 cards, and you do that, and the software will actually go through and generate these random cards with the different names of the songs. So now you've got a bingo spread that has the names of the songs, and these are all 80s songs. There were a couple of songs in there that I ended up pulling out because as I was looking at it, it's like, no, I don't want to have that song because that was just kind of gross for this crowd. But other than that, so they makes all the cards, I print those out, and then I have them and ready to go. Now I've talked to a lot of people who are using Extreme Bingo, and what they've done at this point is they've taken their cards and they've had them laminated. Makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I didn't have time or a laminator to really do much with that, so I wanted to get it up and going. So it was in essence me throwing away 40 pieces of paper, but I can see you have the ability to put one, and that's what I did, or you could put two little games on a sheet of paper, laminate that, then you could hand those out, and people would have their little dry erase markers or something, depending upon how you were scoring it. I literally had them doing it with color crayons because I was going to throw the papers away anyway, and we just had the color crayons, and they were having fun with that. But so there's ways to do it and make it so it's something you can repeat and use over again, which is really kind of cool. So anyway, we printed the board, the sheets out, and then we can go and hand those out, and then we start and the first song, and you can set it for how much of the song you're going to play. You can set if it does a random thing, if it goes and jumps into the song and plays that little gap, or at the beginning, whatever you want to do with that. Which I had it so it randomly just jumped in and played I think about a 12-second length of the song. Then you could have a little pause between, and that pause is the time I was talking about the song. Maybe they're talking about the next song. Or if I could see a lot of confused looks, which happened a couple of times because it caught a part of the song that wasn't, it was like an instrumental break, and people were like, what was that? So a couple of times I had to give the hint for the prior. But most of the time I was able to say, hey, the next song is coming up from one of New Jersey's favorite sons, that kind of thing. Had some fun with it, and the crowd really enjoyed that. Looking back again, what I would do probably differently is, let me back up. Extreme Bingo has a complete video component where you can actually have things showing up on the screen. If you had pictures, whatever, you can do some things with that. This was a small last minute thing. I didn't want to waste much time with video. I was doing this actually in a 3-car garage, and we had some tables set up. It was just basically them to have some fun and do some things, and we ended up with that many. I think it took about 40 minutes because we did the game and kind of went slowly through it. Actually lengthened out I had almost 10 seconds between, so we could talk some more. And the crowd, after a few minutes, there was this ongoing conversation going back and forth between them and myself, which they of course loved because they could say, "Oh my God, I love that song." It's like, no, you don't. Yeah, you don't. And they were just whatever. You work crowds. That's how you do it. Anyway, it worked very well. To do, in the future, I'm excited to get into the video side of it and having the video going and be able to use like movie clips, because you can use photos, you can use sound clips, which is what I did. You can use video, whatever. It's going to be pretty cool to get into that, and that's something that's in my next step. But for quick, literally, I had my laptop, I had 2 speakers, microphone. That was my setup. I was able to put it in my little car, drive to the location, and I've got 2 little powered speakers that I'm doing this with, and did the show, and it was about 2.5 hours total, because then I did some background music for them, kind of a little bit of almost dance music. Basically, it was them sitting at the bar drinking after that point. And for that short period of time, again, I was able to charge more than some of the wedding DJs who were in the area doing a wedding for 8 to 12 hours. So that was one event. So Extreme Bingo from DigiGames, you should check that out. The second show was someone who's looking for a little karaoke show, and of course I'm not I'm not a real karaoke host from the standpoint that I don't sing. I don't do a lot. Some of you are very talented and gifted in that area. That's not me. I'm the guy who'll get on a microphone and talk about it, and I can talk about it and introduce and have some fun with the guests, but the singing part isn't. So I don't do a ton of it. But when I do, this particular setup, I had again my two powered speakers, two small powered speakers in their stands. I had my laptop, and I went into, I had actually the powered system that I used in this particular case was a stage pass system from Yamaha. I used the 400i, which had 3 microphone inputs. So I had my microphone, and then I had 2 wired microphones for my singers on over on mic stands. Then I had my laptop, and then I had a VGA running out to a monitor, a 21-inch monitor that I picked up at Target on Black Friday for like $100. That was my monitor, and some of you have seen in the videos that monitor. So speakers, my little laptop, my mixer that came with the speakers, going to that, 2 microphones. That was my system. Again, back of the car, off I went. That particular show, we went. It was a 4-hour show because we started, and it was a group that sang a lot. But it was a quick setup. I would think I was set up in about 20 minutes and out of there in 10. And that particular night with the 4-hour show, I was easily double the income of some of those wedding DJs who were down the road 3.5, 4 miles doing a wedding for a lot longer and such. So just it's a case of the micro systems or the mini systems we've talked about can definitely do certain types of events. What I used for these 2 systems, one was a 2-car garage, the other one was a 3-car garage. Could I do that at a bigger wedding? No, I couldn't. But it doesn't always have to be the big sound system that I love to use for weddings. So just wanted to share that with you. The sound system. Oh, hey, one more thing about that karaoke, by the way. Since I don't do a ton of karaoke, I'm not updated with that. Now, I'm going to talk about the next part of it, and some of you are going to be like, oh my God, that's illegal. Well, I don't know for surely on this one because I hear different things, but I'm going to tell you what I did and such, and you take it from there. I'm on a Macintosh, and when I'm doing karaoke shows, I use Megaseg. And what I use to get the karaoke music, I've ripped all the karaoke discs that I've got. I've had the sound choice, and I've got things from DKK way back. But I've got all my discs, and I've ripped all those. So I have those all as movies on my computer. Well, when it comes to updates, I haven't bought a disc in a while because, truthfully, I wouldn't even know what's hot. So what I end up doing is going to karaokedownload.ca, which is Triceratops' website. And I have that up, and if I don't have the song, and I can go there and do a search, and if it's there, I can actually go through and buy the song from that website. Then I can take it, downloads to my hard drive, and then from there I use something that's KJam, I believe it is, or anyway, I'll put the link to that. But it's a Macintosh karaoke software. Guy made this, and he's gone through some different names. That's why I'm a little fuzzy on what he calls it right now, because I look for the little icon. That's what I use. But then I take that little folder that had the karaoke tracks in it, and then I move that over, and then that brings it in, and then that software allows me to export it as an MP4 file, which then I can bring into Megaseg. I was using my telephone for internet access at the event, my cell phone, and it would literally take me 40 seconds from the time somebody came up and said, hey, do you got the song? Search, yep, boom. 40 seconds from when I located the song to be able to click through to use the credit system to buy it, download it, convert it, and get it into Megaseg. So there were a couple of times where someone was singing over here, and I was able to, the next person came up and said, hey, can you, especially the guests of honor, who is the guy who paid for everything, when you're paying for it, you usually get better service. So he comes up and he goes, hey, I'd love to sing the song next. It's like, boom, there it is. And it happened. So really kind of cool. I'll put some links so you can check these things out. And again, I'm not talking legalities here because I can talk to some people in the U.S. and they say it's completely illegal to do this, and I've talked to other people who say that it's completely fine. You'll have to do your own research on this and see where your comfort level is with this. It's a really, if you check it out, I find it to be a really great service, and it's saved me from having to buy a ton of discs. I can go through and buy individual songs here and there, and it works really well. So anyway, I'll get the links in the description for you to check all these different things that we talked about tonight, and hopefully some of this might help you a little bit. So once again, Wednesday night next week, we'll have Nick talking about some new lights from Chauvet. We've got Mobile Music Thursday tomorrow night coming up here with Jason Jones. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, go to DJNTV.com, and you can see a link there for the Thursday nights, Mobile Music Thursday. That is one of the shows that's really been coming on. A lot of people have been watching that because they're talking about music that works on the dance floor, doesn't work, and it really kind of doing a thing that, talking about the stuff that DJs do every week, and it's become a really kind of a cool little. It's getting a cool little following. So check that out. Thursdays on DJNTV, DJNTV.com. Monday night we got the Bill and Jason show. Bill and Jason come talking, interviewing DJs, talking DJ industry stuff. Nice fun show. Kind of a just a kickback time. Feel like you need to go and get yourself a barley pop and talk to Bill and Jason. And then Tuesday night is Tuesday night with Ben Stowe. And next week I think we're going to be every week we're talking about gear and how to use it, how to become better with it, and how to make your things last longer. And that's Tuesday night on DJNTV with Ben Stowe. So anyway, John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Going to be signing off, and we will see you next week. Good night.